The only thing that I can tell you that Google cannot is this. I can tell you what it's like to see your beloved pet of 13 years mauled before your very eyes in an instant that seemed like an eternity. I can tell you what it feels like to relive seeing the look of pain and horror in his face as he was shaken and sliced to death, his blood, organs, and intestines spewed everywhere. I can tell you that for some reason that splattered blood stain doesn't disappear from the asphalt all summer. I can tell you how strange it sounds to hear yourself screaming. I can tell you that it's one of the most helpless feelings in the world to be walking down a road on a beautiful sunny day one minute and the next attacked silently from behind without provocation and without warning, and how quickly you know death is coming and you can do nothing to save your dog. I can tell you that months later the tears still flow and nightmares awaken me. I can tell you that I'm still afraid to leave my house sometimes, that I'm afraid to love other dogs now, after having to watch my little guy take his last gasping breaths, me pleading with the kids to stop screaming and instead come pat his head and tell him goodbye and you love him and he was the best boy ever. I can tell you that life is hectic running to doctors and counselors with the kids and wishing I was better so I could help them more. I can tell you I feel guilty for being so shaken about what happened to me when it could have been worse, and other attacks are worse than ours. I can tell you that my neighbors foolishly rescued a pit bull and gave it a chance, but nobody won that hand. Not my neighbors, who lost the pit bull they were told by the shelter would be a good pet. Not the pit bull who was put down the next day. Not my little guy who didn't deserve to die like that. Not our traumatized family, nor the bystanders screaming in horror, nor the heroes who saved us by subduing the pit bull with their bare hands. That's all I can tell you that no one else can, except the families of the 30,000 pets killed by pit bulls every year, or the families of the thousands of people attacked and mauled by pit bulls every year, or the families of those killed by pit bulls, one every 12 days in our country alone. I can tell you that the average age of an attacked child is 3 years old, and that pit bulls have killed several people this year so far. I can tell you that if you had experienced what I and my family did, and so many do at the jaws of pit bulls, giving them a chance wouldn't even be fathomable. Please do your research and don't fall for the propaganda that these dangerous animals deserve anything but legislation and control. Because I can tell you, be it a beloved pet or, heaven forbid, a family member, knowing they died in vain when attacks keep happening day after day really sucks.